Hey guys, it's Maggie, and today we are going to talk about being your own advocate, because if you don't participate in your own healthcare, well, good luck to you. When you are medically complex, it is so important for you to keep your own history of what has happened to you. Unfortunately, you can't rely on the medical professionals, whether they be the doctor or the nurse or whoever, to remember every single detail about your health history, because remember that they are caring for so many patients that they pick out the major details, but something that they see as minor might be totally major in your care. You are your own history book. You need to document things that have happened to you over your whole health history, because having those records is like gold. So one thing that you can do is keep either a binder or a notebook or something along those lines of a history of things that have happened to you. So surgical past, any medications that you've been on or are currently on, anything like what specialists you're seeing, your pharmacy information, your insurance information. I'll tell you this, you go to the hospital and you have this, you might get looked at like you're crazy, because it's certainly overwhelming to be handed a book of just your life, you know, because there's only so much time in a day for a nurse or a doctor, whoever, but having something like a list of medications with the dosage and, you know, whether you use the brand name or the generic, stuff like that, gold, because you are actually saving them time, rather than them going, you know, spending forever going through that stuff with you at your bedside, giving them the list, and then on their own time they can copy it in. They can spend more time with you talking about the important stuff, like what's going on with you now. Another thing that you can do, especially if you're seeing a new doctor or a new hospital or whatever, a new specialist, you can transfer your medical records from wherever you previously were to the new place. So that may require you signing a HIPAA release form, so legally they can do it. But usually what you would do is call your old hospital, your old doctor, have these forms signed, and then they are able to transfer them over to your new doctor. Sometimes they make you pay for it. I have been fortunate enough where I've not had them ask for that, but I've heard others have to pay for their medical records, which is, I think, completely ridiculous. Did you not already pay for all of the care that you received? Why do you have to pay for a documentation of it? I don't know, but that is just a warning. Another thing that you need to do is keep track of your appointments, anything scheduled. You need to be responsible for yourself, and the places that will give you medical care will appreciate that, because it's not that great, not that good looking to not show up to your appointment that has been planned for months in ahead of time. So keeping track of any appointments you have is key. You can do it in a planner, you could do it on your phone, you could set an alarm on your phone. That's what I wind up doing. I will go into my little calendar thing and I will make an alarm the day or 2 days beforehand. So, you know, with my brain, I'll make that appointment and then out it goes. My brain clears it. So if I have my phone telling me, hey, you have an appointment in 2 days, you should probably show up to that, it helps a lot. It's also a great idea to ask questions. Don't feel like you are burdening your medical professionals. They will try to answer your questions as best as they can with their knowledge, but when they do rounds and stuff, if you're in the hospital and they do rounds, that's the time to ask all of your questions. So write them down so you don't forget them later. Personally, working in the medical field, and we have a specific time when we round and we try to answer as many questions as we can. It's always difficult when a patient remembers a question that they had 20 minutes later when they're rounding on another patient and their brain is on that other patient. So make sure you're writing down all of your questions and trying to ask them at the times that, you know, they have dedicated to you. So that way you know that you're getting the clearest, most formed answer as possible. And just remember this too, that The medical field or the medical professional is not above the patient, and the patient is not above the medical field. It is a group effort. It is a team effort. Your doctor can't care for you without your help. If you're not going to tell them anything, they're kind of like twiddling their thumbs, like, what do we do with this person? You are the key member of the team because you hold the most information. Just remember that. Nobody is above anybody else in the group, in the team. We're team players here. Work together. But it's really true. Doctors can't care for you if you don't participate in your own care. I hope that my view as both a patient and a inpatient nurse have helped you to kind of see both sides of the story and become your own advocate, because everybody can be an advocate. It just takes a couple of extra steps. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next.